scoot up?
See you all. I heard you all were coming here today. You're spot on. I can see you're a wiry bunch. No doubt ready for some hiking today. Okay. Well, you've come to the right place.
Brady.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ozzy.
No, just
Ozzy Walker.
Sit in front of him.
But you can call me Ozzy. No need for formalities out here in the bush. Besides that, I'm the only Aussie in town. There aren't many of us to choose from out here in Koala Pass. But it's a wonderful place, and I know you'll enjoy your holiday here. I'm the owner and the sole employee of Koala Outpost, your one-stop shop for everything you'll need for proper hiking through the Outback. I'm the only Outback hike guide, the preacher of the local church, captain of the volunteer fire department, and the mayor of Koala Pass. As I said, there aren't many of us out here. How you doing? That's okay, no worries. We'll do just fine. And we'll do just fine. Well, enough about me, people. Let's find out about you. How many here has ever been to Australia? Somebody? One person? Anybody?
What?
Yeah, I know that front row, they ain't been to Australia. Okay then, it's the first time for most of you here. Australia is a wonderful place. Most of the world calls us the land down under because we're the only civilized continent located on what you would call the upside down part of the earth. Most Australians live in cities around the edge of Australia near the ocean. The center of Australia, where you... I thought he's coming up here to shop by something. You need something? Some socks. Okay, most Australians live in cities on the edge of Australia near the ocean. The center of Australia, where you are now, is called the Outback. There aren't many people who live in the Outback, but we do have heaps of animals. Does anybody know any animals in the Outback?
Wombat.
Wombat?
Scorpion.
Scorpion? Kangaroo? Anybody else? Emu? Yeah. Yeah. Koala bears, that's right. Very good, mates. You're a smart bunch. Well, except for the front row. We have heaps of kangaroos out here in the Outback. We also have koalas, crocodiles, dingoes, and a lot of other strange animals. Most of the animals here you can find anywhere or you can't find them anywhere else in the world. Oh well, there I go again talking about me and my home. I love Australia and I hope you will too. So, if you're ready, let's do some hiking. Anybody ready?
Yeah.
Come on, mates. Anybody ready?
Yeah!
Spot on. That's more like it. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure each of you have the right gear. That's where Koala Pass Outpost comes handy. We've got everything a proper hiker needs. Let's see. We're the best tucker in town. You know what tucker is?
What's a tucker?
You don't know what tucker
No.
is? Well, never mind. You guys are all right. This is the front row. Tucker is food. We have canteens, hiking boots, bedrolls, and flashlights. Flashlights. We need flashlights.
Wait a minute, man! Wait a minute! Hold up, dude! Oh, wait a minute!
What?
Wait a minute! Don't leave without me, man! Just everybody chill out for a minute, I'm coming! Whoa, man! That was crazy!
Good day, mate. Welcome to the land down under.
Oh, wow, man! That was crazy! What do you say?
I said good day, mate.
All right, man! That's what I thought you said! That was crazy! Who talks like that?
Come again? Who talks like what?
You know, man, like, good day, mate. Way down under. That's crazy.
Well, you're in Australia now, mate. We all talk like that. My name's Ozzy.
Well, peace out, dude. My name is Waverly Road. My friends call me Wave. You know, man, like wave, like riding the wave, dudes. That's what I do.
Oh, you're a surfer. I would have never guessed. Believe me, I would have never guessed. Welcome to Koala Pass, Wave. What can I do for you?
Well, like I was over on the coast catching some mango waves, and I went into this little little surf shop, man, and there was this little brochure that said, hike the Outback. And I was like, far out, man. I mean, that sounded crazy, right? So I gathered up all my stuff, and here I am. Crazy.
Yeah, you are. I see your husband back in the back. You agree with me. And I take it that that's all your stuff, Wade? You certainly have a lot of stuff. If you don't mind me saying, you have enough stuff for all of us.
Always be prepared, man. That's my motto.
Always be prepared. I take it you must have been a Boy Scout.
Oh, well, funny you should ask. I was only a Boy Scout for a half a day.
Oh,
That was going to be a great day, man, up until the incident.
what incident?
Well, 1 minute you're wearing little blue shorts and dreaming of merit badges, and the next minute you're being shipped away to boarding school. Now, that's crazy.
Well, I have to tell you, Wade, you can't take all that stuff with you. Everything you need will have to fit in a backpack.
One backpack? Ain't no way. Got all this stuff. The stuff helps me care for myself.
Well, if you really think you need all the stuff, we have a lot of eager hikers out here, so maybe y'all can help us carry it. Anybody want to help us carry it?
I do.
Oh, well, thanks, but no thanks, man. I don't need any help. I've been on my own my whole life. No one has ever helped me. No one has ever cared about me. Sometimes I think no one even sees me. I've never needed help before, and I don't need it now.
No worries, Wade. Everyone needs help from time to time. Even you. And before we go on, I have to tell you, you haven't been on your own your whole life. There's always been one certain someone who has always been there to help you.
And who would that be?
That would be Jesus. From time to time, each one of us feels as if we all are alone. But we are never alone. Jesus is always there to see us, or He sees us, He cares about us, and He helps us. You can't remember the story in the Bible about the crippled man?
I don't know that man. Is this a trick question? What does the Bible have to do with me?
I'll tell you in a second, so they turned off. Okay. The Bible has everything to do with you. For one thing, it teaches you how Jesus loves you. You see? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure. You see, there was a man who had been crippled for 38 years. The man has no friends, and he sat by a pool of water every day just waiting for someone to help him. Like you. He probably thought no one noticed him.
Help me. Could someone please help me? I can't walk. My legs, they don't work. Someone please help me. Oh, what's the use? No one cares about me. No one even sees me. It's hopeless.
Every day that man probably sat there by the pool, waiting to be helped, and no one helped him. But one day Jesus passed by. Jesus must have had many important things to do, but Jesus saw the man and He stopped to help him. Jesus told the man to stand up, pick up his bed, and walk. And that's just what the man did. Can you imagine how that man who had been crippled for so long felt?
I'm healed. I can walk. Can you believe it? My legs, they work. Yippee! Look at me. What am I going to do? First, haha, I can do anything I want. I can work, I can play. I might just take a long walk, and it's all because of Jesus. He gave me hope.
You see, Jesus did more than just heal the crippled man's legs. He gave him hope for a better life. He was there for him, and Wade, He's there for you.
Well, that's a great story and all, man. But I'm not crippled. Walking is easy for me, man. I mean, unless I'm trying to do something else at the same time.
Wave. Chewing gum. I can see that. Wave, walking may be easy for you, but all struggle with some things. Some struggle with grades in school. Some struggle with making friends. Some of us struggle with fitting in. Some of us struggle with overcoming a certain sin in our lives, but we all struggle. The point is, we don't struggle alone. Whatever we are going through, there's hope because Jesus is there.
That's awesome, dude. But it's kind of weird to know that Jesus is always with me. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure how I feel about it. If Jesus can always see me, I probably need to change a little bit.
We all need to change a little bit. But that's the great part about it all. Jesus is all about change. Not only does he want us to change, Jesus helps us change.
Dude, that sounds crazy, but I'm up for it. And come to think of it, maybe I could use some help with all my stuff.
Now you're talking, mate. Mates, oh, yeah, there's too many mates there. Mates, that should be a lesson for all of us. Whether we are hiking through the outback or walking through the streets of our neighborhoods, Jesus is there. And if you'll let him, he can turn your whole life upside down.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to class. Hello. Good day, mates. Hey, it's good to see you again. I know I met most of you yesterday, but let me introduce myself again. I'm Ozzy Walker. You can call me Ozzy. See, Trouble's back again. And I'll be your hiking guide as we make our way through the outback. This is the outpost. I'm on one of the outposts, the water outpost, which is important because the outpost is the place where you get most of your hiking gear. You have probably noticed there aren't many people that live here in Koala Pass, but it's a great place for nice people to visit, like you guys. I know you are all eager to start your journey through the outback, but there are a few things you need to learn before we can begin our hike. The outback can be a dangerous place. There are heaps of wild animals and difficult places to walk, and you need to know what you're doing. No worries, however. There's no need to be afraid as long as you're with me. I've lived here in the bush my whole life, and I will stay. You getting on somebody? I'm trying to interrupt you. I'm trying to do something. I'm the owner of this place. Never mind, Trouble's over here tonight. There's no need to be afraid, though. I've lived here all my life. So just stay close to me and keep away from the dangerous animals such as snakes, dingoes, and crocodiles.
Whoa! What was that? Ah!
Well, if it isn't Waverly Road. Good day. Wave, it's nice to see you again. What seems to be the problem?
I don't know, man. It was like the hugest snake I have ever seen. It came out of nowhere, and it was like he was going to get me.
Calm down, Wade. Calm down. We don't have a lot of dangerous snakes out here in the bush, but it's okay now. What kind of snake was it? Did you see it? Did you get a look at it?
No, man. It's over there in the bushes. I just barely saw it before it tried to bite me. And I can't see. Oh, it's happened so fast. I got out there, man. That was crazy.
Well, maybe I should go take a look and see.
Well, you better be careful, dude, because it's a big snake. Big snake.
Calm down, Wade. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, my goodness. Wade! Snake. Wade, this ain't no snake. It's an earthworm. I guess I caught the ferocious snake that you said. I know, I can't believe you survived it, but I know it's a terrifying thing. Here it is.
Yeah, that's crazy because it looks a whole lot bigger over there than it does there.
No worries, Wave. I'll protect you if we should run into any more worms. In fact, I was just telling these other hikers out here that you need to stay close to me because there are many dangerous animals out here in the outback.
Well, dude, ain't nobody told me that. The brochure didn't say anything about dangerous animals. That's just crazy, man. What kind of animals?
Oh, there's lots of animals. Some are very dangerous and some aren't so dangerous. There goes one right now. He's pretty dangerous. One of these animals you'll probably see in the bush is a kangaroo.
The kangaroo, man? No way! Nobody told me there was going to be a kangaroo. I had nightmares about kangaroos, man. Jumping and kicking and all that things.
No need to be worried about a little kangaroo. Yeah, don't bother. I won't let them bother you.
Okay. What else?
Well, you might see an emu or two.
An emu? An emu? What? No way! Not an emu! I knew this was a bad idea, man. The emus are going to kill us. Oh, man. What's an emu?
It's a bird, mate.
Oh.
It's It's a big bird, but there's no need to be afraid of emus. Besides, Wave, you'll be with me. As long as you stay close to me, there's nothing to be afraid of. Trust me.
Trust you? I don't know, man. The source is crazy. I don't even trust anyone but myself. I learned a long time ago not to trust anybody, not even you.
That's my motto. I hate to hear that, Wave. Maybe that is why you are so afraid of many things, because you never learned how to trust.
That's where you're wrong, man. I've learned to trust, and I've learned to trust only myself.
Here, Wave, let me.
That's why I brought all this stuff. You see my stuff here?
I see you brought that stuff.
I like to take my stuff with me wherever I go, man. As long as I have it with me, wherever I go, as long as I have my stuff. I don't need to trust in anyone. And who says I'm afraid of so many things?
That's a gummy worms.
Just cautious. I'm not really afraid of anything. Nobody messes with Waverly Road, man. I've got it all under control. Oh, man! I know that's gonna happen to me.
Are you okay, mate? Here, let me help you up, Wave.
Yeah,
Little things.
I'm okay. But that just
Sure, there ain't
proves
nothing on the roof. I ain't got a very good insurance policy, so don't be hitting nobody with nothing.
that just proves my point. I don't trust anybody, not even that bitch. You can't trust anything.
First of all, mate, that's not a bench.
Oh,
And second of all, the only thing that proves is that you put all your trust on the wrong things. Maybe the reason that you're afraid is because you haven't learned to trust the right things.
so tell me, man, what should I trust in?
Well, there's a certain thing you can always trust in at different times. Out here in the bush, you can trust me, but there is one thing you can trust at all times.
What's that, man?
No matter where you're at, or no matter what you're doing, you can always trust in Jesus. Have you ever heard of the man from the Bible, Peter?
Sure, man. Everyone has heard of Peter. Now, that was a brave man. He was the one who preached to so many people and told them all about Jesus.
You're right, Wade. But there was sorry, I was looking somewhere. But there was a time when Peter was just like you. At this time, Peter may have seemed to be brave, but Peter had problems, like yours, that he trusted in himself.
What a beautiful day. This looks like a good day to go fishing. Come to think of it, any day is a good day to go fishing. And there's no better fisherman on all the Sea of Galilee than me, Peter. When I'm on a boat at sea, there is nothing I cannot handle. What was that? Was that thunder? The thunder man didn't say anything about rain today. Maybe... Hang on, guys.
Everything looks all right in here.
The weatherman didn't say anything about rain. Maybe I shouldn't go. What am I saying? I'm Peter. There is nothing I cannot handle. A little storm don't stop me.
Oh, it sounds like Peter was pretty brave to me, man.
He was illiterate, but he was brave. Peter was brave, Wade, that's right. But Peter still had an important lesson to learn. Peter had to learn to trust in Jesus. You see, there came a day when Peter and some other men were sailing across the Sea of Galilee. Suddenly, a terrible storm that the storm man didn't predict began to blow, and their boat was rocking up and down by the waves. The storm was a strong one. They couldn't continue to sail, but they were tossed all about and fought against the storm nearly all night long.
No way, man. That's crazy. What happened to him?
Well, just when things looked really bad for them, Jesus came to Peter and the other men as he walked on the water. At first, the men thought Jesus was a ghost, but Jesus called out to them and told them not to be afraid. When Peter saw that Jesus was walking on water, he wanted to walk on water too.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
It sounds crazy, but Jesus told Peter to come to him. So Peter got out of the boat and began to actually walk on the water.
I knew it, man. Peter is awesome.
Maybe so, but what Peter had to learn is that Jesus is awesome. You see, as long as Peter continued to look at Jesus, he was able to walk on water. But something terrible happened. Peter took his eyes off Jesus and began to sink. He began to look around at the storm and the waves. When he took his eyes off Jesus, then he began to sink.
Are you serious?
Yes, but Peter learned a valuable lesson from all of it.
Praise to be Jesus. What might have been the worst moment of my life? Just as I was sinking into the crashing sea, Jesus reached out his hand and saved me. I learned so much that day. I should have never taken my eyes off Jesus, but instead of looking to him, I began to look at all the frightening things that surrounded me. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I was trying to figure out how I could save myself, but I learned a great lesson. No matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what dangers around me, from now on, I will always put my total trust in Jesus.
Wade, there is nothing wrong with being a little afraid, but when you are afraid, you should always remember that Jesus is with you and you can trust him. Mates, you should have learned a lesson of all this. Don't put all your trust in the wrong things. Trust in Jesus, and if you'll let him, he can turn your whole life upside down. Good day, mates.
Good day. Good day, mate.
Welcome back to the Koala Outpost. It's good to see you all again. Now, I've got some good news for you. Good news is we're almost ready. We're almost ready to begin our hike to the Outback. I know you're all eager to get started, but as I told you, the Outback is a dangerous place, and I want to make sure that you are all properly trained and you all have the right gear. That is where the Koala Outpost will come in handy. It's the finest outpost in the entire Outback. My name is Ozzy Walker. I can read tonight too. Today is an important day. Today is the day we'll all assemble our hiking gear and get ready to get started. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do better than that. Spot on. That's more like it. Yeah, that's more like it.
Hey, man, what's going on? What's all the noise about? I'm trying to sleep. Did you know that?
Oh, hello, Wave. Sorry, mate. Say hi to Wave, everybody. He just got up. Sorry, mates, but it's not really the time to be sleeping. We've got work to be done. Besides, you might ought to consider going to bed at a decent hour. You weren't up all night last night, were you?
No way, man. Not me. I crashed every last night just by the sun came up.
So, what? So what you call early, mate? Well, if you're going to stay up late, at least you can do is turn your music. Yeah, turn down your music. Everyone in Koala Pass can hear you blasting away all night.
I don't know, man. I've got to have my tunes, you know. When the sun goes down, that's what I call me time.
So let me get this straight. From sundown to sun up, it's your me time.
Me time.
Okay. And you sleep all day. Doesn't leave much time to think about others, does it?
What can I say? I'm pretty busy, dude.
Well, at least you're here now, mate. I was just telling the others that we're getting ready to gather all our hiking gear.
All right. Far out, man. What do we get?
Well, Wave, you will get the same thing as everyone else. But before we get our gear together, I want to split everyone up into groups of two. I'm glad that Hooked on Phonics working for you right now. When we are hiking through the Outback, I would like to use the buddy system. Everyone will have a partner, and it will be your responsibility to watch out for your partner. Do you understand, Wade?
Got it. Got it. Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'm gonna get some gear.
Yes, you're going to get your gear, but that's not what I was asking. Do you understand the part about watching out for your partner? That's your responsibility.
Yeah, I got it, man. So when do I get my gear?
In just a moment. First, let's get you a partner. Who would like to be Wave's hiking partner? Let me see. Let's pick somebody from Wave.
Pick one.
Okay,
Hurry
Wave.
up. I want to get my gear.
I'm running this show.
Okay.
Beth, no.
You're not doing a good job.
No, let me see. Come here. Come here, Chief Stinky Feet. What's your name? Braden. Braden? This is Wave. Wave. This is Braden.
All right.
Okay.
Come right over here.
Okay, mates, you're going to be hiking buddies. Let's get you some. Whoop. Slow down. You're getting over it. Let's get you some gear, okay?
Yeah, this is gonna be great, man. I mean, we're gonna get our gear now.
Yeah, you're going to get your gear.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Somebody stole it. Okay.
Here, okay. You ready for this?
Okay, mates, each of you get a backpack.
Right.
Here, I'll give you this one. All right. When you're out there in the bush, you should always have it with you because what you will have inside, it will be very important for your survival. I'll be right back with some more gear.
Yes. Oh wow, man, these backpacks are far out. You like it? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. I kind of like yours better than I like mine. You want to trade? Nah, I'll just keep mine.
Okay, mates, first thing you'll need is a proper pair of socks.
Socks.
It's important that you always have a fresh pair of socks because you'll be doing a lot of walking and you don't want to get your feet too blistered. There you go, Wave. That's your pair.
Yeah.
And here you go, that's your pair.
I'll take that. Yeah, man.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I understand. Hey, man, you know, my feet really sweat a lot, so I think I'm going to keep both of these. And your feet are kind of small, and these are kind of big, and I really don't think they'll fit you. Thanks, dude.
Okay, there isn't a lot of water to be found in the bush. It's very important to always have a full bottle of water with you. Here, mates, there's one for you and one for you.
Oh, and I'll take that thing.
I'll be right back. There's some more stuff I need.
Oh, man, that's good. Hey, man, you're pretty small, and I don't think you drink a lot, so I'm going to keep them both. And you probably don't get thirsty either, do you?
Yes, I do.
Well, for now, I'm keeping them. Cool. I should be good to go now. How about you?
Okay.
Okay.
Just in case you get separated from your partner, you'll need to have some kind of communication with each other at all times. Each of you will need a walkie-talkie. Yeah, keep folding. There you go. One for you and one for you. I'll be right back.
Cool, man. Always wanted one of these. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Far out, man. That's great, ain't it? Yeah. I can hear myself. Cool. Yeah. That means I can always know what I'm thinking about. And I'll just keep both of these for us, okay? Put them right back in here. Okay. Cool.
Okay, we still have a few more items together, but let's see what we've got so far. Let me see. We should have some socks.
Oh, she took both pairs.
Wait a minute. Where's all the gear, Wave?
She took them.
Wave? Wave, you've got 2 of everything in here.
Yeah, man. Always be prepared. That's my motto. I told you.
But Wave, I told you, it's your responsibility to watch out for your partner.
I did. See, I kept everything right here.
No, all you're doing is taking care of yourself. You can return to your seat, Brayton. Now, let me talk to Wave for a minute. Here, let me get this for you, or she'll take it from you. I'll save that for you for later. Okay, I want to talk to you for a few minutes, Wave. We've talked a lot about Jesus can help us change. Well, from what I can tell, there's something you need to change.
My socks?
You ain't got no socks on, Wave, and you got 2 pair in your backpack.
Okay.
Okay.
Got what you want to talk about?
There for a second, I kind of got a little confused. I think the heat's getting to me, Wave. Whew. No, it's not your socks to change. You need to make it. Hey, no heckling from the crowd. Need a change. Make it. It's time to stop thinking about all just yourself.
And Jesus can help me do that?
He sure can. Have you ever heard of the man in the Bible named Zacchaeus?
Yeah, dude, he was a wee little man. Wee little man was he?
That's one thing you're right about. That's right, but Zacchaeus was once a lot like you.
Oh.
It's 5.
Ma.
Then 6. And 7. Well, that's not a bad day's work. Being a tax collector sure does pay well. Taking money from the Jewish people just like taking candy from a baby. Yep. After all, it's my job to take their money, and even if I take a little more than I should, I deserve it, right?
You see, Zacchaeus was selfish. He only thought about himself and he took from others when he shouldn't have. That was until he met Jesus. When Jesus saw Zacchaeus up in the tree, he told him to come down because he wanted to spend some time with Zacchaeus. After Jesus went to Zacchaeus' house, Zacchaeus changed. He was sorry for all the things that he had done.
I am so sorry. I haven't been the person I should have been. I haven't cared for others like I should have. I have a lot of riches, and I could do a whole lot of good for the people with them. I know what I'll do. I'll give half of everything I own to the poor, and anything that I've taken wrongly, I'll give 4 times back to the person I took it from. Shekels for everybody.
You see, Wade, Zacchaeus changed because he spent time with Jesus. If you will spend time with Jesus, he can change you too. He can help you start to think not only about yourself, but also about others, mate. That should be a lesson for all of us. Jesus can help each one of us. You think about the needs of others. If you let him, he can turn your whole life upside down. See y'all. See ya.
My name is Ozzy Walker. Welcome to Koala Pass. I own the Koala Pass outpost. I can do this and I can do that. And is he standing behind me? Isn't he? Yeah.
Go on, mate. Don't stop. You're doing a fine job.
Oh, hey, Ozzy. I was just messing around. Give me some love, dude.
No worries, Wade. I'm just glad to see you're up out of bed and ready to do some action. Because we've got a lot of work to do. As you can see, a shipment of supplies come in last night, and I need you to bring the boxes to the outpost if you can do that for me.
Right on, man. I can do that.
Good day, mates. I see you all are ready and eager to learn a little more about the Outback. We still have just a few more things to learn before we get ready to go. Be careful of those boxes, mate. There's a lot of breakable things in there.
Okay, I got it, man. Don't worry about me. I got it going nowhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, too. Let me see where I was. Okay, well, we'll continue with our hiking lesson straight away. But give me a moment, will you? Wade, maybe I better help you.
Too late, dude. I'm almost done. See there? Finished. And I didn't even break a thing. You see that?
Are you okay, mate? Here, let me help you.
No, man, I'm not okay. It's just like I thought. I messed it up. I can't do anything right. I'm a failure.
You're not a failure, mate. You just need to, you make mistakes, that's all, sometimes.
Yeah, man, but it happens to me all the time. I can't do anything right.
That's not true, mate. You do a lot of things right.
Yeah, like what?
Well, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. There you go, mate. Just like I told you. You've been reading the Bible I gave you. That's always the right thing to do.
Oh yeah, about that. I'm not really sure about this Bible stuff. Reading is not really my thing, you know.
You mean you've lived your whole life without reading?
Oh yeah.
And listening?
Oh no, I read sometimes. But I stick with the classics, you know, like Green Eggs and Ham.
Oh, you do? Is that right? I don't know about green eggs and ham. Wait. In your room?
I bake green eggs and ham.
You ate green eggs and ham?
Yeah. The eggs were green, but then I did too.
Who's your mommy? Which one's the cook?
At school.
She ain't bringing them here tomorrow night, is she? Okay, just making
Okay.
sure. I'm studying green eggs. Go ahead, Wade. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's a crazy book, man. You know, it's all like, I would not, could not with Fox.
And how'd you like the Bible?
I did not like it. Sam, I am.
Well, I hate to hear that, Wade. What didn't you like about it?
I don't know. It's just hard, man. That's just a whole lot of rules and stuff in there, and a whole lot of stuff I don't even understand.
That's where you're wrong, mate. Sure, there's a lot of things there that God told us to do and not to do, but the Bible has so much more in it than just rules. How much time did you spend reading it?
I don't know. Forever?
Forever's a long time. Then tell me, what did you read?
Everything.
No, not everything. Just tell me some of your favorite verses.
Okay, let me think. Okay, I know. To be or not to be? That is the question.
That's not in the Bible, that's Shakespeare.
It's not? Oh, I thought it was. Okay, how about 7 years ago?
That's not in the Bible neither, Wade. That's American President Abraham Lincoln. Were you actually reading the Bible?
No, man. I don't think I tried. But it was hard, man. What's the use anyway, dude? Even if I was a good reader, I could never do all the things God wants me to do. Believe me, man, I've tried, but how hard I try, I always fail.
Well, sometimes it's hard to follow God's word. And we all fail to be what God wants us to be sometimes. But what is important is that you never stop trying. Do you remember the man in the Bible we talked about before named Peter? Well, there was a time when Peter felt just like you. He had spent 3 years following Jesus and trying his hardest to do what Jesus told him to do. But after Peter saw Jesus die on the cross, he believed nothing he had worked for, or everything he had worked for had failed.
What am I supposed to do now? Everything I worked for was all for nothing. I believed in Jesus and I wanted to stay by his side forever. But now, even he is gone. What am I going to do? I guess there's nothing left for me but to return to fishing. At least that is something I'm good at.
And so Peter and some of Jesus' other followers returned to fishing. But once again, they failed. They spent their entire night fishing and didn't catch a single fish.
I know how they felt, man.
Yes, Wade, but that's not the end of the story. When morning came, Jesus came to them on the shore. He called out to them and told them to cast their nets on the other side of the boat. Peter and the others did what Jesus told him to do. When they did, they caught so many fish they could barely lift the net back into the boat. After that, Jesus sat down with Peter and talked with him, and he told Peter that he had much work for Peter to do.
Well, that's a good story and all, man. But what does that have to do with me?
It has everything to do with you. just because Peter failed did not mean that he was a failure. Peter learned that Jesus was with him. There was nothing he could do. When Jesus was with him, there was nothing he could do. From that point on, Peter was a better person.
Repent and let every one of you be baptized in the name of Jesus Christ for the remission of sins, and you shall receive the gift of the Holy Spirit, for the promise to you and to your children and to all who are far off, as many as the Lord our God will call.
You see, Peter spent the rest of his life doing what Jesus wanted him to do. Did he ever fail again? I'm pretty sure he did. Believe me, I know her. But did he ever give up? No, not for the rest of his life, you see. Wade, Jesus knows you are not perfect, but he wants you to know that he will always be with you and help you do everything that he wants you to do. Mates, that should be a lesson for all of us. When it comes to doing what Jesus wants us to do, you should never give up. He turned Peter's life upside down, and he could turn your life upside down too.
Upside down.
You've learned a lot this week, hopefully. You have learned enough to keep you safe while you're out in the outback. But more importantly, I think we have all learned about Jesus. And we have learned that Jesus can change us. He can make us better than we were before if you'll just spend time with him. I wonder where Wade's at. Has anybody seen Wade?
No!
Nobody seen Wade?
What's up, Ozzy? How's it going, dude?
Oh, good day, Wade. How are you today?
I'm awesome, dude.
Well, that's a bit of good news, Wade. You seem to be different today. You seem happier than you have been since you're gonna have to move that. Since you got here. You must have had a good night's sleep.
Oh, no way, dude. I didn't sleep a wink. I was up all night reading the Bible you gave me.
Really? That's great, Wade. Where's your Bible now? Did you bring it with you?
Oh, no, man. I left it in the cabin, dude. I don't need it anymore.
You don't need it anymore? What do you mean?
Just what I said, man. I don't need it anymore. I read all the good parts, and there is some really cool stuff in there. But as I was reading it, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't need the Bible because deep inside me, I know what is right and I know what is wrong, and I can decide for myself what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Straight in.
Yeah, it is coming from you. Oh, that was crazy, all right. I'm glad to know that you know right from wrong, Wade, but you should never stop studying God's Word. If for no other reason than to be sure that what we believe stays true to, or what we believe stays true to His Word.
No thanks, dude. I'm just going to wing it from now on. I'm just going to hop on the board, and I'm going to ride freestyle through the waves of life. Oh, man, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
That was deep. The waves of life. That's me, man. From now on, I'm going to do the things my way. That's my new motto. My way or the highway. Man, I'm deep.
Yeah, you're deep, all right. I just get deep. But Wade!
Yep. My mind is made up, man.
It is.
Don't try to change me. I mean, right now, I'm feeling really good about myself, dude. So don't spoil it.
Sorry?
I figured out exactly what I want to do with my life.
Really? Well, tell us, Wade. What do you want to do with the rest of your life?
Well, I was hoping you'd ask. I've decided to stay here in Koala Pass and work at the outpost with you.
I hear her right. She said she's going to stay here with me.
I think you should let her.
Oh, I was afraid she was going to say that. Believe me, that's what I was afraid of.
Don't let her.
Yeah, man.
Don't
Crazy,
let
huh?
her.
Yeah.
I mean, you're no spring chicken, you know. Somebody's got to have to run this place after you're, after you've gone on to that great outpost in the sky. And I've been thinking, starting today, there's a lot of changes I'm going to make around here.
Not so fast, Wade. We'll talk all about that later. Right now, I need to get the rest of these hikers ready to enter the outback.
No problem, dude. All right, everybody, listen up. Here's the plan. I want to get the rest of these hikers ready to enter the outback.
Wait. Let me handle this, Wade. First, we need to do some last-minute checks. Make sure we've got all of our gear.
Yeah, you heard the man. Gear check. Everybody form a single line right here.
No. Everybody stay where they're at. She gets a little overrode. She gets crazy sometimes. Just settle down for a minute. You need to understand that you're not in charge right now. Right here.
Well, I'm getting a little tired of waiting around on you. We've been here all week, and we still haven't stepped 1 foot out of Koala Pass. I don't know about you, but I'm ready, man. Bring on the outback.
Wade, it's my job to take care of you and everyone else here. You'll be ready when I say you're ready.
I told you, man, I'm taking charge of my life now, and I don't need anyone else telling me what to do. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to start hiking now. Y'all with me?
Turn them against me.
I
All right.
know it. Me either. Me either.
See, no one's with you, Wade. If that's the way you want to be, go on, Wade. Do it your own way.
Awesome, dude. I don't need you anymore. I'm out of here. Outback, here I come.
Wade. That's the wrong way.
Oh, I knew that. I was just getting my bearings, dude.
Oh.
This way, right?
I'm afraid not, Wade.
Oh.
The Outback's that way.
Oh, man. Who am I trying to fool? I can't even find my way out of Koala Pass.
No worries, Wade. You'll be all right. Sometimes you just need to listen and not try to do everything your own way all the time.
Okay, you're right. What do you want me to do?
Now that's the smartest thing you said all week. Sometimes asking a question like that is a lot smarter than thinking you already have all the answers, which brings me back to the Bible.
Here we go with that Bible again. I guess you think I should listen to God too, right?
I sure do. There's a man in the Bible named Saul. You might know him better as Apostle Paul.
You got that right.
I did.
I, Paul, a Lord's servant of Jesus Christ, called to be an apostle, separated to the gospel of God, beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
You do.
I know, but I think we skipped one. Huh? I know, but you got to turn around.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Let's go from there.
No, let's just turn it back around. Yeah. Maybe you do need to be in charge. Wave. We have talked a lot about Jesus. No, that's the last thing I said.
Don't say it. Turn back over. Okay, bear with us. We're a little crazy here. Now, oh yeah, I read about him. Now, that was a dude who did exactly what God wanted him to do.
You're right. But there was,
Anything else?
no, I'm all right. You're right, but there was a time when Saul was just like you. He thought he had all the answers and wanted to do things his own way. In fact, he made it his mission to do harm to anyone who followed Jesus, who would go from place to place and arrest Christians and put them in jail.
Right back now, son.
Christian, who do you think they are? How foolish of them to follow the commands of this man named Jesus. This world would be better off if there were no Christians and there was no Jesus. So where can I find some Christians today? I know, Damascus. I'll go there and arrest the Christians who live there.
And that was just what Saul set out to do. But something happened to him on the way to the road to Damascus. A light shone down from heaven, and Jesus began to talk to Saul. From the light, Saul was very afraid, and then asked Jesus a very important question. He asked Jesus the same question you asked me. Lord, what do you want me to do? It was from that point on, Saul, later named Paul, began doing what Jesus wanted him to do instead of doing things his own way.
I, Paul, a bondservant of Jesus Christ, called to be an apostle, separated to the gospel of God, beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Wave, we have talked a lot about Jesus this week and how he can help us to change. And I have seen you make a great change in your life. But perhaps there is no greater change that can help us with, but perhaps there is no greater change that he can help us with than the change from doing things our own way to doing things his way. Mates, that should all be a lesson for us. We all like to do things our own way from time to time. But a true servant of Jesus will devote himself to doing things the way Jesus wants him to. But Jesus is there to help you make changes. Just like he did with Saul. He can turn your life
Upside down.
That's right.